So the question is Charlotte the perfect city? And as we head into spring, I've been thinking a lot about why I love it here so much in the greater Charlotte area. And it's funny, many people just assume, oh, you came here because of the weather. Because I'm originally from upstate New York. And yeah, the funny thing is, weather did play a major factor in my decision to move to Charlotte, but it's not the only reason why I moved here. And in this video, I want to share with you 5 or so reasons why people love it here in the Charlotte area and why I specifically love it here in the Charlotte area. Stick around. Before we get started, let me do some housekeeping real quick. If you live in this area and you're watching the video, please, in the comment section, leave a comment as to why you love living here in the Charlotte area. Please, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And also, I have a free resource for you all regarding communities and schools in the greater Charlotte area. The resource is over 500 pages. It's a wealth of information, so please check that out in the description below. And you know, at some point in your life, you may want to buy or sell a house. And if you're going to do so here in the Charlotte region, my team and I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. We're here to help when the time comes. Contact us at info@sirashley.com if you want to get started. All right, so let's dive in. During this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the larger things that is obvious that I think you're gonna know why I love it here in the Charlotte area. But I'm also gonna touch on some little things along the way that actually have a big impact as to why I really love living in the Charlotte area. Starting off, the number one reason why I love the Charlotte area is because it's pretty cool here. I'm excited about the growth. And when I talk about growth, I'm talking about the population and the growing cultural environment that is developing here in the greater Charlotte region. That's the first reason why I love it here. And when I first moved here in 2010, that growth had just gotten started. At least that's what I saw. And it's only continued, and I'm still excited about seeing what's gonna happen in the future. Here in the Charlotte area, you have residential development all throughout the area, all the way down to Chester, South Carolina, and all the way up to Sherrills Ford, North Carolina, and everywhere in between. And when I think about growth, it brings me to new construction. I also have another YouTube channel dedicated solely to new construction homes. So if that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and check that channel out. I will no longer be posting home tours on this channel. Now let's get back to the topic of this video. Over in Uptown, South End, Noda, Matthews, Harrisburg, Kannapolis, and the River District in Charlotte, you've got both commercial development as well as residential development. There are new schools popping up all over, and there's some really amazing things coming to the area. And to me, that's the most exciting part, that I'm part of a growing community that's just not treading water or being stagnant. We're moving with the times. We are progressing as a city and an area, and it still amazes me as I drive around. Areas that was total grass fields or populated with trees are now big developments. I'm specifically thinking about Parkside Crossing by Pulte or Wendell Woods in Tega Cay. This development is literally happening throughout the greater Charlotte region, and it's creating an area that people can live, work, and play. So that's why growth and development is the number one reason why I personally love living in the greater Charlotte region. Now, number 2, the second reason why I love the Charlotte region kind of is a subsection of number 1. And you've got a lot of central hubs with restaurants, bars, and breweries. You have Noda, you have South End, you have downtown Matthews, you have downtown Mint Hill, you have downtown Belmont, downtown Mount Holly, and downtown Fort Mill, as well as Birkdale Village. And all of these little pockets have their own culture, their own vibe, and some of them, yes, they have some chain restaurants, but most of them have some local owned mom and pop shops, restaurants, and bars, as well as breweries that have their own distinct feel. Now, I lived in DC and I love the diversity of that city, but all these small subsections of Charlotte and the various central hubs provide me with a much needed sense of diversity, one that was not present when I first moved to the area. So please take advantage of everything we have in the area now. And again, I'm excited to see how it progresses and grows even more. Now, the third reason I love living in Charlotte now this one had to grow on me, is the airport, Charlotte Regional Airport. Now, I used to hate flying. Now, I can't say that I love it and that I'm quickly gonna hop on a flight, but I travel more frequently now, and it is such a convenience to have such an international hub right here in our backyard. Charlotte's airport has a lot to offer. The airport has 8 major carriers, 15 regional carriers, 3 foreign flag carriers with nonstop service to 180 destinations. The Charlotte Regional Airport welcomes over 53 million passengers going through its terminals. Talk about a busy airport. So if you plan on traveling, or if traveling is just part of your job, living in Charlotte makes that a breeze. The art scene in Charlotte is probably the 4th reason why I love this city. When thinking about Charlotte or moving to the Charlotte area, one of the things you might not think about is our emerging art scene, and trust me, it is something truly special and unique. Some of you watching this are clients of mine or will be future clients, and you come to one of our offices. We have 3 offices here in the greater Charlotte area right now, and each office has a mural or painting done by a local artist. We want to support the local arts and the arts culture. NODA, North Davidson, is well known as the vibrant arts district of Charlotte, but that's not the only artistic area here in Charlotte. Charlotte as a whole has a thriving art scene. You see, there's a real African art gallery located in the shopping center in University City. With Real African Art is a tribute to the Zimbabwean and African artist here in Charlotte. And I can't forget about Black Market Charlotte. You see, Black Market Charlotte lives as a creative, collaborative studio and gallery for photographers and artists of colors. And it's owned by a local artist, Dammit Wesley. The gallery hosts exhibits, pop-ups, events, and workshops. It's truly a vibe. And in late February of this year, in an art studio uptown, there was an exhibit full of Black artists. I'm about to put it up on the screen. It was quite the experience. And if you have the opportunity to go to an art gallery here in the Charlotte area, please jump at the opportunity and take advantage of it. I love being able to expose my kids and, well, even myself to different people and arts from all around our world. And Charlotte affords that opportunity. When I first moved here, I didn't have many friends and I definitely didn't have any family in the area. And one of the things that people wonder when they're moving to the area is, what is it like moving to an area where you don't know anyone? And one of the things that I find amazing about Charlotte is that the majority of people here in Charlotte aren't from Charlotte. They're originally from somewhere else. It is truly a melting pot, and there's so many people from around the country and even the world visiting and living here. So as long as you're open to going outside of your house and saying hello to people, you will find your tribe and find some commonality with people, because chances are they're just like you and didn't know anyone here in the area before they moved here. You see, people come to Charlotte from near and far for business, because of Carowinds Amusement Park, the Great Wolf Lodge water park, and simply to get away and break away from the monotony of their everyday lives. As I mentioned, over 53 million people came through our airport in 2023 alone, because there are so many reasons to come to the beautiful Queen City. Now, the next reason why I love Charlotte is because of its plethora of breweries, wineries, bars, and restaurants. Now, don't worry, if you don't drink, the atmosphere and vibe at these places is worth it enough just to go check them out. Now, I have to mention Old Mecklenburg Brewery. It's located in Loso portion of Charlotte, and it's always some event taking place, whether it's movie night, yoga, or a brewery tour. There's also Sycamore Brewing, Wood Robot Brewery, Protagonist Brewery, and NODA, just to name a few in Charlotte. And there's also at least 20 or more breweries in Charlotte or the surrounding suburbs. Now, if you're in Charlotte, in the comment section, let me know which brewery is your favorite. Now, in terms of winery, Charlotte has several wineries that are within an hour of Charlotte proper, and they include Caldwell Creek, which specializes in muscadine wines, Childress Vineyards in Lexington, and my personal favorite, Treehouse Vineyards in Monroe. And it's my favorite because of its unique decor and vibe, and there's always something going on there, whether it's live music, food trucks, or fire pits. And it's called the Treehouse Vineyard Because, as its name says, there are tree houses available for use as vacation rentals. It's like a mini staycation, but you're only, 25 to 35 minutes outside the city center of Charlotte. So whether you're visiting or you live here in Charlotte, please go check out the Treehouse Vineyards. And you don't have to drink, just partake in the atmosphere. The next reason I love the Charlotte area is its dedication to providing outdoor entertainment and activities. Now I have to preface this one. I now love the outdoor aspect of Charlotte, but I did not like it when I did not have my allergies under control. So if you suffer from allergies, please get that under wraps so you can enjoy everything outdoors that the Charlotte area has to offer. So if you enjoy the outdoors, you have to check out Crowder's Mountain, which is perfect for a morning or afternoon hike, and it's located in Gaston County. And depending on which trail you go on, it's about a 2 to 4 mile hike. Now, my favorite outdoor activity in the Charlotte area, other than the Treehouse Vineyards, is no other than the U.S. National Whitewater Center. Now, that is an Olympic level kayak and canoe training facility, but it's a whole lot more. You can watch a race, or you can watch a concert, or you can try your hand at rock climbing. You can also hop on a zip line. You can go hiking, you can go biking, you can do stand-up paddleboard. The Whitewater Center has over 50 miles of trails. And instead of watching a race, you can jump in a kayak and go on the Whitewater Rapids yourself. But if you don't want to do any of that, you can just take yourself into the restaurant and the beer garden and just enjoy that atmosphere as well. Now there's also the Daniel Stowe Botanical Garden. Now I lived in the area for over 10 years, and it wasn't until this year, 2024, that it was the first time I've gone to the Daniel Stowe Botanical Gardens. And I must say, do not be like me. Take advantage of everything Charlotte has to offer and go check out the Botanical Garden because it really was beautiful. Now this reason may surprise you. Well, those that know me, it may surprise you. I love living in the Charlotte area because of the theme parks. There's a handful of theme parks and activity parks within a 30 to 45 minute radius of each other where you can take your kids to a fun event, and it doesn't have to be cumbersome or stressful because everything is right here in the area. Presently, my favorite theme park is the Great Wolf Lodge. And I liken that place to a casino for kids because once you go in, there are literally very few windows that show any natural light. So you don't really know, actually the kids don't really know what time of day it is, and they just run around and have fun at that place all day and night. There is mini bowling alley, an arcade, there's adventure missions that the kids can go on, and there's a huge water park equipped with gigantic water slides and a wave pool. And at least twice a year we take the kids for a weekend, stay there on site, on location, and from a Friday to a Sunday, and then just drive 30 minutes and go home. It doesn't get much easier to have a fun vacation with the kids and you only went 30 minutes. Now there's also Frankie's Fun Park and Mr. Putty's, but I can't talk about the theme parks in the Charlotte area without mentioning Carowinds. When I first moved to the area, I lived in South Charlotte, and religiously, I got my gold season pass to Carowinds because the amusement park was about 10 minutes away. And if you go there twice in a season, you've already paid for your gold card membership, so it just makes sense to get one. If you're into roller coasters, Carowinds is the place for you. It's home to the Fury 325. It's the world's largest steel structure as of 2024, and I hear it's amazing. Now, I haven't gotten on it because I don't trust roller coasters, but as the father of 2 daughters who love Carowinds and love roller coasters, I'm sure my time is limited and I will be getting on that Fury 325, so please pray for me. Other rides at Carowinds that people recommend is the Afterburn ride and the Copperhead. Those are 2 fan favorites. Now, if you live in the Charlotte area and you have not partaken in the water life, lake life as they call it, you're missing out. It's one of the reasons that I've come to love the Charlotte area. Whether it's Lake Norman, Lake Wiley, or Mountain Owl Lake, I really enjoy relaxing on the lake with friends, family, and good music. And the lake life here in Charlotte is its own culture in and of itself. Now, if you don't own a boat, don't worry. There are several boat rental options, and you can break away from the norm. I recommend getting together a group of people, go chill on the lake, but I do recommend wearing sunblock, even if you're my complexion. Trust me, you can and will get sunburned. Ask me how I know. Now this next one, I don't know how it got so low on my list, because when I chose Charlotte, it was one of the most attractive things about the area to me. And that is the live sporting events. Here you have the Charlotte Hornets, an NBA team, and I love going to watch their games in person, even when they aren't doing well. You also have the Carolina Panthers, our football team, and it doesn't seem like they're ever doing well. Now I'm starting to realize why live sports wasn't at the top of my mind when I brought up this list. But we do have Charlotte FC, which is our local MLS soccer team, and there's a huge amount of buzz and energy around them. We also have the Charlotte Checkers, a minor league hockey team, and surprisingly enough, I recommend everybody go check out a Checkers game because I never ever watch hockey on TV, but it's something about going there live, watching the action and the potential fights taking place. And I can't forget about Charlotte Knights. Charlotte Knights is a minor league baseball team. Again, just like hockey, I can't sit through a baseball game on TV, but a live game at the stadium, yeah, count me in. There is just so much in Charlotte and surrounding right here at our fingertips. And there's a lot of really amazing things that are underappreciated and many people just don't know about them. In the comment section, let me know the reason or reasons you love the Charlotte area. Yes, like most places in America, we have our challenges, affordability issues, and socioeconomic unrest in places. But I've lived in a lot of places, Washington, D.C. and LA, to name a couple of them. And Charlotte has something very unique about it. It's a melting pot, yet it still maintains its southern charm, even with the development and growth that's taking place. And yes, we as an area, as a city, we will have our growing pains. But for me, the upside is having my kids grow up here that will allow me and my family to be part of Charlotte's next evolution. And that to me is very exciting. So if you're looking to be part of Charlotte's next evolution and you're thinking about moving to the area, or you already live here and you're looking to move somewhere in the area or to sell a home, I want to be your real estate resource of choice. So email me at info@sirashley.com. And if you made it all the way through this video and you're not a subscriber already, you should probably do that. Hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. And do me a huge favor, leave a comment in the comment section so this video can be pushed out to more people. I look forward to hearing from you. Talk soon.